Taiwan, a vibrant democracy and a technological powerhouse, lives under the constant threat of invasion from its powerful neighbor. The People's Republic of China, with its growing military might and increasingly assertive stance, claims Taiwan as its own territory. The world watches with bated breath, wondering if the tensions will escalate into a full-blown conflict. Will there be war? The Taiwan Strait is not just a body of water separating two lands. It is a fault line in the global order, a flashpoint where great powers collide and interests clash. The stakes could not be higher. A conflict in this region would have devastating consequences not just for China and Taiwan, but for the entire world, affecting economies, security, and the lives of millions. Taiwan is a small island with a global footprint. Despite its size, it plays a crucial role in the global economy. It is a technological giant, dominating the production of semiconductors, the essential building blocks of the digital age. These tiny chips are the heart of modern electronics. Our smartphones, computers, cars, even advanced weapon systems all rely on these tiny chips. Taiwan holds the key. Without these semiconductors, the world would come to a standstill. The world's dependence on Taiwan's semiconductor industry cannot be overstated. Recent shortages have highlighted just how critical Taiwan is to the global supply chain. It is a strategic asset, one that China desperately covets. The geopolitical stakes are incredibly high. Control over Taiwan would give Beijing a stranglehold on the global technology supply chain, allowing them to exert unprecedented influence, with far-reaching implications for economic and military power. The balance of power in the region and indeed the world could shift dramatically. Taiwan's importance extends far beyond its economic might. It is a beacon of democracy and technological innovation in the region. It sits astride vital shipping lanes, a choke point through which much of the world's trade flows. The Taiwan Strait is one of the busiest maritime passages globally. Control over Taiwan would give China a commanding position in the Western Pacific, threatening Japan, South Korea, and even U.S. interests in the region. This strategic advantage is a significant concern for global powers. Taiwan is a vital link in the first island chain, a string of islands stretching from Japan to the Philippines. This chain acts as a natural barrier against potential military advances. This chain is seen as a bulwark against Chinese expansion, a line in the sand that the U.S. and its allies are determined to hold. The presence of allied forces in the region underscores the island's strategic significance. China's military ambitions are no secret. They are a key component of its broader strategy to assert its influence on the global stage. Under the leadership of Xi Jinping, the People's Liberation Army has undergone a rapid modernization program. This transformation aims to enhance its capabilities across all domains of warfare. Its navy, once a coastal defense force, is now a blue water fleet, capable of projecting power far from China's shores. This shift marks a significant change in China's military posture. China's military buildup is driven by a deep sense of historical grievance and a desire to reclaim what it sees as its rightful place in the world order. This ambition is deeply rooted in its national identity and historical experiences. Taiwan is at the heart of this ambition. The island represents both a strategic and symbolic goal for Beijing. The One China policy, a cornerstone of Beijing's foreign policy, asserts that Taiwan is a part of China, to be reunified by force if necessary. This policy underscores the lengths to which China is willing to go to achieve its objectives. The daunting task obstacles to a Chinese invasion. Invading Taiwan would be no easy feat. The island's rugged terrain and dense urban areas present formidable natural and man-made barriers. The Taiwan Strait, while narrow, presents significant challenges. This 180-kilometer-wide body of water is a natural moat, complicating any invasion plans. The weather is notoriously unpredictable, with typhoons frequently disrupting shipping and military operations. These powerful storms can appear with little warning, wreaking havoc on any naval fleet. The currents are strong and treacherous. Navigating these waters requires skill and experience, and even then, the risk of disaster is high. The Chinese military would face logistical nightmares in any attempt to land and sustain a large invasion force on Taiwan's shores. Supplying troops over such a distance, especially under hostile conditions, is a Herculean task. Amphibious landings are among the most complex and dangerous military operations imaginable, requiring precise timing, overwhelming force, and a good deal of luck. History has shown that even the best planned operations can go awry. Fortresses and guardians, Taiwan's defenses. Taiwan is not defenseless. It has a well-trained and well-equipped military, hardened by years of living under the constant threat of invasion. The Taiwanese armed forces undergo rigorous training and are equipped with modern weaponry to ensure they are always prepared. The island nation has fortified its beaches with advanced defense systems, built an extensive network of underground bunkers to protect its citizens and military assets, and invested heavily in mobile, asymmetric defenses designed to exploit China's weaknesses. These measures are aimed at creating a formidable barrier against any potential aggressor. Taiwan's unique geography, while posing logistical challenges to an invader, also offers significant strategic advantages to the defender. The island's varied terrain can be used to create natural defensive positions. The island is mountainous with dense jungles and rugged terrain that would favor the defender in a guerrilla war. These natural features can be leveraged to conduct effective defensive operations and ambushes. Taiwan is determined to make any invasion as costly and painful as possible for the invader. Through continuous military exercises and strategic planning, the island ensures its readiness to defend its sovereignty at all costs. The Pacific Shield, the U.S. and its allies. Taiwan does not stand alone. The island nation is supported by a network of powerful allies. The United States, though it maintains a policy of strategic ambiguity regarding Taiwan's defense, has a vital interest in preventing a Chinese takeover. This policy allows the U.S. to be flexible in its response while deterring potential aggression. The U.S. Navy's 7th Fleet, the most powerful naval force in the world, is a constant presence in the Western Pacific. Its mission is to ensure freedom of navigation and to project power in the region. Japan, South Korea, and Australia, all U.S. allies with their own interests at stake, have also made it clear that they would not stand idly by in the event of a conflict. These nations conduct regular joint exercises to enhance their interoperability and readiness. The possibility of a united front against Chinese aggression is a powerful deterrent. This coalition of allies sends a strong message of solidarity and commitment to maintaining stability in the region. A world on edge, the global stakes of conflict. The consequences of a war over Taiwan would be felt far beyond the Asia-Pacific region. Taiwan sits at the heart of global trade routes, making it a critical hub for international commerce. The global economy, already grappling with uncertainty, would be plunged into chaos. Stock markets would crash, supply chains would be disrupted, and everyday goods could become scarce. China, Taiwan, and the United States, all economic powerhouses, would suffer devastating losses. Factories would halt production, businesses would close, and financial markets would be in turmoil. The political fallout would be equally severe. Diplomatic relations would fray, and international summits would be fraught with tension. The international order, already strained by great power competition, would be shattered. Alliances would be tested, and new geopolitical fault lines would emerge. The world would be divided, with the potential for escalation to a wider conflict too terrible to contemplate. Protests would erupt, and military tensions could spiral out of control. The brink of war, the hope for peace. The situation in the Taiwan Strait is perilous but not hopeless. Tensions have escalated, with military presence increasing on both sides. Diplomacy and dialogue remain the only path to a peaceful resolution. Efforts by international diplomats to mediate are ongoing. The world must urge restraint from all sides and encourage a return to the negotiating table. The alternative is unthinkable, leading to widespread devastation. A war over Taiwan would be a catastrophe with no winners. The human and economic costs would be staggering. What do you think? Could this conflict reshape global power, or will diplomacy prevail? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on global events. See you in the next one.